Toyota car battery reliability, the 2026 Toyota Camry Hybrid, RAV4 battery failure, and the massive spike in 12-volt parasitic drain issues during the summer heat are the only topics that truly matter to anyone who wants to avoid being stranded in a sun-baked parking lot this year. While the global auto market is obsessed with high-voltage hybrid packs, there is a brutal, honest truth about your simple 12-volt lead-acid battery that Toyota's marketing department and dealership service advisors are absolutely desperate to keep from you. The summer heat is a much more aggressive killer than the winter cold. Why is it that the company that built the most dependable high-voltage systems in the world is now struggling to keep a basic 12-volt battery alive for more than 24 months? And are the convenience features on your new Corolla or Highlander actually acting as electronic vampires that are bleeding your car dry while it sits in your garage? If you've been looking at your flickering dashboard or needing a jump start after leaving the car for only 2 days in the July heat, your GearHead instinct is exactly right to be suspicious, because the fundamental laws of battery chemistry have been sacrificed at the altar of always-on technology. By the time you finish this technical breakdown, you will understand the 4 specific human habits that are systematically killing Toyota batteries across the globe. You will uncover the hidden reason why your proximity key is a silent killer of your car's electrical health in the summer, and you need to stay tuned until the very end, because I'm going to reveal the one-button fix buried in your key fobs programming that can stop a parasitic drain event instantly without ever opening the hood. If you want car content that treats you like an adult who actually understands physics and thermodynamics rather than just another target for a monthly payment pitch, take a second to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join a community that values mechanical durability over corporate hype. We're living in an era where the car industry is banking on your ignorance of electrical engineering to keep their service bays full, and the only way to protect your wallet and your peace of mind is to understand what is actually happening under the hood before your car leaves you stranded. To understand why your Toyota battery is dying in 2026, we first have to address the biggest myth in the automotive world, the idea that the cold is what kills batteries. From an engineering perspective, the cold only reveals a battery that is already compromised. It is the summer heat and your daily habits that do the actual killing. In a 2026 Toyota Hybrid, the situation is even more complex because there is no traditional alternator to charge the battery. Instead, your car uses a DC to DC converter to step down the high voltage from the hybrid pack to maintain the 12-volt system. The first habit that is killing your battery is short-trip undercharging. Many owners assume that because they have a hybrid, the engine doesn't need to run to charge the 12-volt battery. The brutal truth is that your battery only receives a meaningful charge when the car is in ready mode. If you are a driver who only does 5-minute trips to the store in the summer heat, the inrush current required to boot up the dozens of onboard computers and run the electric AC compressor far exceeds the amount of energy the DC to DC converter can put back into the battery during that short window. You are effectively leaving your battery in a constant state of partial discharge, which leads to rapid sulfation, a chemical hardening of the lead plates that permanently destroys the battery's ability to hold a charge. The second habit that is creating a global epidemic of dead Toyotas is smart key proximity overload. In the 2026 market, almost every Toyota comes with a proximity entry system. While it is convenient to have the doors unlocked as you walk up, the ugly truth is that your car is never truly asleep. The car's data communication module, or DCM, is constantly listening for a signal from your key. If you store your keys on a hook in the hallway that is within 15 to 20 feet of your garage, the car and the key are engaged in a relentless digital handshake all night long. This keeps the CAN bus system awake and prevents the car from entering its deep sleep mode. Research into parasitic drain shows that a Toyota in listening mode can pull 10 times more current from the battery than one in deep sleep. When you combine this digital drain with the fact that high ambient summer temperatures increase the internal self-discharge rate of a lead-acid battery, you have a recipe for a dead car by Monday morning if you didn't drive it over the weekend. The third factor is connected services parasitism.
Toyota has pushed heavily into Toyota app integration and over-the-air updates for the 2026 lineup, including the redesigned RAV4 and Prius. While these features allow you to check your tire pressure or fuel level from your smartphone, they require the car's cellular modem to remain powered up 24 hours a day. We're seeing a pattern of firmware glitches in the DCM where the module gets stuck in a searching loop, especially if you park in an area with poor cellular reception, like a concrete underground garage. This creates a massive 12-volt parasitic drain that can flatten a brand new AGM battery in less than 12 hours. The controversy here is that the dealership cannot find the drain because the moment they plug in their diagnostic tool, the system resets and the drain vanishes. Dads and pragmatic owners across the globe are being told "no fault found," when the reality is that the software-heavy architecture of the modern Toyota is fundamentally at odds with the limited energy storage of a small 12-volt battery.
The fourth habit that actually kills your battery in the summer is terminal corrosion neglect. Many modern owners assume that maintenance-free batteries never need attention, but as a gearhead, I am telling you that heat accelerates the outgassing of sulfuric acid vapors from the battery vents. These vapors react with the lead terminals and the copper wiring to create that white, crusty oxidation you see on top of the battery. This corrosion acts as an electrical insulator. If your 12-volt battery has even a small amount of corrosion, the DC to DC converter has to work harder to push current through the resistance, and the battery never reaches a full state of charge. Dads who used to clean their terminals with a wire brush every year are now being told by service advisors that they don't need to touch anything, and that is a calculated lie designed to ensure the battery fails just after the 2-year mark. A 5-minute cleaning with a 10-cent mixture of baking soda and water remains the best insurance policy for your car's starting system during the summer months. The global perspective on this battery disaster is equally revealing. In Australia and the Middle East, where the Toyota Hilux and Land Cruiser are tools for survival, there is a fierce skepticism toward these modern connected electrical systems. Owners in those regions often install a manual kill switch or a secondary battery isolator because they know that in 45 degrees Celsius heat, a software glitch is a life-threatening liability. Toyota knows this, which is why in those markets they often provide more robust lead-acid batteries, but in North America and Europe, they often install the lightest, cheapest battery that will barely survive the warranty period. This value engineering is a betrayal of the brand's reputation, and it is why savvy owners are now ditching the OEM Toyota batteries and upgrading to high-quality Odyssey or Northstar AGM batteries the moment their first one fails. I want to hear from you in the comments below, because this is where the real data comes from. Have you been stranded by a dead battery in a relatively new Toyota or Honda this summer? And did the dealership try to blame your driving habits or a glitchy dash cam instead of fixing the DCM? Are you an owner who has discovered a secret trick to keep your 12-volt healthy? Or are you currently shopping for a portable jump starter just to feel safe? Let's get a real argument going, because the truth about these electrical systems isn't found in a glossy brochure. It's found in the real-world experiences of the people who are tired of being left in the dark. We need to hold these manufacturers accountable for the electrical integrity of the vehicles we entrust with our family's safety. Now, as I promised at the beginning, I'm going to reveal the one specific trick buried in your key fob that can save your battery from a parasitic drain during the summer heat. If you park your car and know it will be sitting for more than 24 hours, especially if you are at an airport or on vacation, you can put your Toyota key fob into battery save mode. To do this on almost any 2024 to 2026 Toyota fob, you simply hold down the lock button and simultaneously press the unlock button twice. You will see the small red LED on the fob flash 4 times. This effectively kills the radio frequency signal from the key. Not only does this protect the tiny battery inside the key from dying, but more importantly, it tells the car to stop listening for that specific key. The car's computer will enter its deepest sleep state much faster, reducing the parasitic draw to nearly 0. To wake the key and the car back up, you just press any button
button on the fob. This is the simplest and most effective way to stop the vampire drain that is currently killing thousands of Toyota batteries every single day. If you're serious about avoiding these traps and you want to arm yourself against the dealership's high-tech scams and software-defined obsolescence, knowledge is the only tool that works. Dealerships are banking on your ignorance of handshake cycles and DCM resets to keep you coming back for a $200 battery every 2 years. Don't let them win. You worked too hard for your money to hand it over for a problem that can be fixed with a few button presses and a change in your daily habits. Arm yourself with the facts, see through the marketing fluff, and remember, in the 2026 market, the most reliable car is the one owned by someone who knows how to keep the electronics in check. If you appreciate this kind of veteran, fact-driven analysis that refuses to bow to corporate sponsors or dealership pressure, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss a deep dive. And if you want to understand the single biggest controversy regarding engine longevity right now, check out the video on your screen right now where we break down why Toyota moving to 0W8 oil might be the biggest reliability mistake in their long history. This is GearHead Genius, and remember, every car has a story, but only the owners know the truth. See you in the next one.